Aloha everyone and welcome to Skincare with Hiram. If you don't know who I am, my name is Hiram and I'm passionate about teaching you how to perfect your skincare routine. So make sure you subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell so that you can see my videos every single week. Today I'm going to be talking about a single trick that revolutionized my skin when I was going through acne, pimple, problems that we all go through in middle school. Completely blew my mind as to how simple it is. But I thought because I have a skincare channel, Hiram, why haven't you shared this already? Are you kidding me? So that's what I'm going to be doing. Now for any of you who are struggling with acne, pimples, breakouts, this shit's for you. You may want to take some notes because through trial and error, I managed to figure out this trick and I would love to share it with you. That was so dramatic. So let's get into it. Oh, I wanted to tell you guys something. Thank you so much for being patient. I know I haven't been posting as much recently, but that's because I was moving for the last 2 weeks and it was kind of a crazy, insane, and I was working a ton of hours, but I am back to my normal filming schedule and the house that I moved into is so beautiful. I'm so excited that I am here. I will get my background and everything set up, but I'll give you guys the house tour, everything. At least if you guys want. Let me know in the comments section down below. But yeah, thanks for waiting. Now let's get into our scheduled programming. So I want to tell you guys a little bit about my story with struggling with acne. Now when I was a young, teenage, pimply, middle school brat, I struggled a lot with pimples on my face. I'll be the first to say that I didn't have the worst skin out there. Thankfully, I never had to deal with cystic acne or never had to take any medication for my acne, but I did have pimples across my face. And let me tell you, if you haven't heard this on my channel before, when I have pimples, they are just like mountains of pus lava on my forehead. It was really nasty.
Like really nasty.
And even today, when I get a pimple, it is fucking terrible. I swear to God, Google satellites are picking it up and you can zoom in on Google Earth to see it because that's how ridiculously big my pimples are. It's really hot, definitely the reason I get dates, Anyway, when I was in middle school, I struggled a lot with this and I frequently had just a bunch of pimples across my forehead. They weren't the worst, but nonetheless, they were still pretty bad. I had no idea how to get rid of them. Now, I want to say, when I was in middle school, if you would have asked me what skincare was, I would have drawn a complete blank because at that time, I was taking my body wash and just applying it all over my face in the shower. I know, do not attack me. I was ignorant, okay? I didn't know better. Fucking calm down. So yeah, my skincare was non-existent, and honestly at that time I thought creams were just for fancy people who just wanted something to smell nice on their face. I didn't think that it actually did anything. Now I know a little bit more, but back then I was totally ignorant. And I remember when I was struggling with this, my older brother had mentioned to me that changing your pillowcase every single night would totally transform your skin. And when I first heard this, I was like, yeah, no. Every single night back then, it was a victory if I even changed my sheets once a month. So I didn't do this for a while until it just got to the point where I was so insecure about my skin that I was fine, fuck it, whatever, I'll just do it. And so I went to Dollar Tree, I bought a bunch of dollar pillowcases, and then every single night I changed them out. And within the first 2 weeks, I noticed a drastic difference in my skin. My skin transformed itself. There was only one pimple at a time at most, which for a hormonal teenager, that's pretty good. Obviously, I had no idea what skincare was, so it literally was just this factor. And for months and months afterwards, I think I kept that up for a few years. I just made sure to change my pillowcase every single night, and oh my gosh, it was amazing for my skin. So you guys may be wondering, why does it make such a difference in the skin? I will tell you, mijo. So one of the things that a lot of people struggle with, and what I used to struggle with at that time, was something called acne mechanica. And what this basically means is acne and breakouts that are caused by a buildup of dead skin and oil on the surface of your skin from contact with something else. Does that make sense? I feel like I phrased that wrong. Every single night, our skin goes through a recovery process, and this includes the skin pushing out all of the oil and pollution and dirt buildup from the day before out of your skin, as well as trying to get rid of the dead skin cells on your face. But what happens is when we lay on our pillowcase will hold on to the bacteria that our skin is pushing out. Now, when this bacteria is left on the surface of the pillowcase, when we rest our head against it every single night, we are reintroducing that bacteria to our face, therefore posing a risk of even more problems for our skin. And when our skin has to go through a recovery process overnight, and then we are fighting against that by constantly pushing more and more bacteria onto it, you can see why the skin would freak out a little bit, starts to get blocked pores, starts to break out. hence why we see the pimples on our face. This is a huge problem, not just for people with dirty pillowcases, but also any athletes out there, people who wear like sweatbands, who have like sweaty uniforms that they have to use when working out. Like honestly, I was so shocked at how much my skin improved just by doing that alone, because I knew that I wasn't using anything else. I wasn't using any treatments. Since then, because my skin doesn't have the problems that it used to, I don't do the same thing, which I know I should, but at the same time, I don't really deal a whole lot with blocked pores now, so it's not as high of a priority for me. But I have oftentimes thought back to then and been like, dang, like I really want to be able to like keep the cleanliness on my pillowcase, but I am like way too lazy to do that every single night. It's a little bit ridiculous. So I've thought about this before, and I've thought about like, what is the best way I can present it to you guys? Because I don't want to tell you guys like, hey, get 14 different pillowcases and switch them out every single night. Like that's a little excessive. Even for you skincare junkies, that's a little much. So now that I've told you guys how you can really change your skin, I want to recommend a specific product that deals with this in the best way, in my opinion. I had a company reach out to me. This company is called Sylvan, and they focus on bedding for skincare. Now I know that sounds a little bit weird, but I'm going to explain, because when they reached out to me, I had no idea what they were either. And then when I researched about it, I was like, holy frijoles. I love this so much. So Sylvan is a pretty new revolutionary skincare company that provides skincare benefits through their bedding. What does this mean? They create sheets, they create pillowcases, towels, all of which have silver weaving inside of them. Now, before I lose you guys, I will explain exactly what this means. Now, when I saw that this company weaved silver into their like pillowcase linings and their sheet linings and stuff, I was like, oh, that's kind of extra and bougie. But I didn't know exactly why that was until I did a little bit more research on silver and why Sylvan chooses to do this. So obviously silver is a really amazing and pretty valuable element from the earth, but it has a lot of benefits for skincare. Now, a lot of people don't know this, but going back hundreds of years, silver weaved within like cotton has been used within wound dressing to help accelerate the healing process of wounds on the surface of the skin. Now, when I started digging a little bit more, I found scientific studies proving the effectiveness of silver as an antimicrobial element for the skin. Basically in English, that means silver pushes away bacteria and germs. Because it's antimicrobial and bacteria and germs don't cling to it, that means when we apply silver to the surface of the skin or to wounds, it is much less likely that bacteria will be clinging on to those areas. And this isn't just me saying this, like this is legit scientific evidence proving the antimicrobial effects of silver. And what Sylvan decided to do was take this knowledge that pillowcases affect the skin so negatively by causing bacteria buildup on our skin, and introduced silver linings into pillowcases so that the pillowcase in and of itself is antimicrobial. How does this affect you? Well, basically, if you were to use a Sylvan pillowcase, it will repel so much bacteria that could be present on a normal pillowcase, which means there's less bacteria on your skin, which means less breakouts, which means confidence. Basically, it means your skin improves, which I think is an amazing thing. Now, you guys may not know me, but anyone who has watched my videos, you guys know that I am all about scientific facts. Like, show me the proof, bitch. I want to see the studies. And so the reality that Sylvan uses scientifically based information to back up their products is, in my opinion, fucking incredible. And Sylvan was kind enough to send me a few of the pillowcases to try out for myself. Now, I want to say I have tried many different pillowcases that claim to have skincare benefits. I've tried silk pillowcases, I've tried anti-aging pillowcases, and the majority of them, while they do feel very soft on the face, I am very much more inclined towards something like this because of the scientific evidence proving the effectiveness of the ingredient silver. It's just much more legit to me. And as you guys know, when it comes to companies sending me products, I like to go from a completely unbiased perspective. I let the company know ahead of time, hey, I just want to try this out, see what I think before I tell my subscribers about it, because I want to actually see if it's legit or not. And I'm going to let you know as a company if I think your products are actually legit. That's just how I roll. So I was able to try this, and guys, honestly, I'm really, really in love with this. I've been trying it for about, I think 3 weeks to a month now, and I've been loving the results. My skin looks so good. Like, just the overall texture and the overall evenness of the skin is so great, because I do from time to time struggle with little like minor bumps on the skin, which a lot of times is caused by bacteria buildup on the skin. And I've seen a major reduction in terms of those on my face since I've started using this pillowcase. It's just a performance-based product. You get the technology that you paid for. It's effective, minimalistic, nothing fancy. It's exactly what I love. And the last thing I want to say for this is that you guys probably know this, but I am a cheapo when it comes to skincare. I am very picky about what I choose to spend my dollars on. And as soon as Sylvan reached out to me, I'm just like, oh boy, I know this is going to be crazy expensive because I've been to other stores where anti-aging pillowcases that have no scientific research backing them up, they'll easily go for like $100 to $120 each for a fucking pillowcase. Mind-blowing. But when I went to the website and I saw the price point of these, I saw that they were $35 each. And I was like, wow, that's a good price. Considering that there's scientific research backing this up, I'm like, oh my gosh, that's something like I would be okay with buying, which is the kind of products that I want to promote to you guys. So overall, I just think that Sylvan has a really great product. I definitely recommend it to you guys. If you want, you can totally go the other route and do like the whole like change your pillowcase every single night. Totally doable if you want, but in my opinion, I think it's just so much easier to use a product like this, and the price point is going to be roughly the same as buying like 2 weeks worth of pillowcases and having to clean them regularly like every single week. For me, I'm much more comfortable purchasing pillowcases like this. Take it how you guys want. Overall, I really hope this information has helped you guys. If you are struggling with acne or pimples or breakouts, the pillowcase method is such a good way of reducing those problems on your face, or at least getting bacteria buildup out of the equation so that you can figure out what else is causing your acne. Obviously, Sylvan is the one that I recommend, and I want to thank Sylvan for sending me those pillowcases. I'm definitely in love with them and I will be purchasing more. But if you guys want to go to the dollar store, get a bunch of pillowcases, totally fine. You do you, boo. You choose what to do. But I hope the information I shared is helpful in terms of figuring out how to solve the acne problems on your face, sis. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comment section down below. I want to hear your thoughts. Have you tried the pillowcase method? Have you tried Sylvan? What do you think of the product? Let me know. I really want to hear what you guys think, and I always try to start a conversation with you guys in the comment section down below, and I try to respond to every single person, which is like, oh, a lot of work, but you guys are worth it. So let me know what you think. And if you haven't already, be sure to subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell so that you can see my videos every single week. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Mwah. Oh my gosh, you scared me. Stop. You knew it was gonna scare me. You opened the door silently in the middle of me filming a video? Bitch, please. Stop.
Because I heard you say, like, thank you guys.
Oh God.